Suzanne and Ebony, and Suzanne for 3 years visits the same Dunkin' Donuts every single morning, and she has a really good relationship with this woman Ebony, who would see her in the drive-thru. She said Ebony gave excellent customer service, but more than that, they became friends, and she knew she was a single mom of 3. And so for a few weeks, Suzanne noticed that Ebony was not at her usual shift, so she inquired about her. I want to infer from the article that I read about 100 times trying to figure this out, that she probably had her cell phone number, because she said she found out from her, she didn't inquire inside what had happened, and she said, look, I fell on some hard times. I was evicted from my apartment, and so I've had to pick up random shifts. I can't do the same shift anymore. And Suzanne was like, well, this is not right, and she needs some help. So she enlisted the help of others, Suzanne did, and here's what they were able to do. They were able to give Ebony a fully furnished home just in time for the holidays. Yes. And Ebony said, you know, I had been praying about this, and I just was asking for a little bit of help, and that is what she got from a lot of people who made this happen, not just Suzanne, but here's what Suzanne had to say about it all.
When she experienced this hardship, I just wanted to see if I could help her, just improve her life and the life for her kids, and make sure that they had stable housing so that she could continue to provide the excellent service that she does at Dunkin'.
Yeah, she said, I know. She said that, you know, she just kept emphasizing about how she's home for the holidays, and the kids, obviously, as you can see there, are so excited too. So sweet.
Any time of year, this would be amazing. Such an amazing gift. But I don't know, just seeing the stockings on the hanging on the fireplace, it just really makes you realize how important it is for kids to experience the season just like anybody else.
Yeah,
and
I know.
That's awesome.
I know, it's really sweet. And you know, I say this all the time, I feel like, on this segment, but it's like every time all of these stories sort of come from somebody noticing something.
Yes.
Obviously, they had a relationship, but I mean, she was like, oh, Ebony isn't working her normal shift. But the fact that she just wanted to find out what happened, like, why aren't you know, and then actually do something about it. It's like all of these, because I feel like each of us in our own way every day probably encounters something like that. So just if you feel,
pay attention.
Yeah, if you feel something in your gut, look
and
see if you can help somebody in need.